Stephen J. Goralski, attorney at Military Law. Many of you enjoyed the Columbus Day weekend. Some of you had 3-day weekends, some of you 4-day weekends. Now you're coming back and you're required to provide a urine sample, drug screening. Some of you may have been exposed either knowingly or unknowingly to an illicit substance, whether that be marijuana, Delta-8, Delta-9, cocaine, LSD, or many of the other drugs out there. Now, some people ask, how long do these drugs last in your system? Well, that all depends. There's a lot of factors that go into that. Your metabolism, your BMI, also your hydration levels. So that first urine in the morning, that's going to have the highest concentration of metabolites of that drug, if you were exposed to drugs. So as you're more hydrated, the less concentration of those metabolites in your urine sample. Again, I don't condone drug use, but I'm just giving you the information so that you're aware. Now, in a couple weeks from now, some of you will be notified by your commands that you had a positive urinalysis. Now, keep in mind, you do have rights. You have the right to remain silent under Article 31 Bravo. You also have the right to consult with an attorney. It behooves you, if you invoke that right to remain silent and did reach out to an attorney to talk about your case, talk about your situation, the drug that was detected in your system, the nanogram amount that was detected in your system. And then they can go over the various courses of action the command can take and the course of action you can take, the decision points. Now, as far as a positive urinalysis, the command can do a couple things. Number one, they can do what's, basically a fast track plea deal saying, hey, you popped for, this particular drug. If you accept NJP or Article 15, you'll be discharged with an other than honorable, and we won't send you to court-martial. Now, definitely talk to an attorney if you get presented with that deal, okay? Basically, the command's just trying to make it easy on them, okay? They, if you sign that plea deal and you agree to, plead guilty to Article 15 NJP and then be discharged with an other than honorable, their day is a whole lot easier than if you decide to fight it, you want to go to administrative separation or, court-martial. So, initially when a service member denies that fast track plea deal, the command, then has to decide, what do we do? He denied our plea deal, our fast track plea deal. Do we just, send him to administrative separation, or do we court-martial him or her? Some commands, they have an eye towards court-martial. For example, typically the Marine Combat Arms, they're more disciplinarian. So, they might send a drug case to court-martial, where other commands, they might just send the case to an administrative separation board. And at those two different forums, there's different standards. So at an administrative separation board, it's preponderance of the evidence. So 51%. More likely than not, did this Marine or did this service member, knowingly use drugs? And if so, should we separate or retain him or her? And if we decide to separate this individual, what is their characterization of service? Is it honorable? Is it general? Or is it other than honorable? And fourth, should we suspend or should we, delay this person's separation for up to 12 months? Okay, so that's basically an overview of the administrative separation process. The other avenue is court-martial. So, the individual would be court-martialed for Article 112 Alpha, okay? And that'll be most likely at a special court-martial, okay? So basically, the command has two options if you deny the plea deal: administrative separation or court-martial. And it's wise to consult with an attorney. They can go over the evidence against you and advise you on, some of the facts that are in your favor and some of the facts that are not in your favor. And then you can go from there and make a decision, okay? So keep in mind, you're going to be subject to a urinalysis. You do have rights, Article 31 Bravo, right to remain silent, and also right to consult with an attorney. And it'd be in your best interest if you invoke those rights and, remain silent while you, remain silent, and then reach out to an attorney and talk to an attorney about your case and then go from there. That's all I have. Take care. Like, follow, share.